Hi, it's Bob. And my cat, apparently. My cat always likes getting into the action. I saw a question posted to DP Review forums wondering whether you should use a circular polarizer and a UV filter. And it reminded me of a web page that I read that indicated that most of the UV filters out there were basically junk, and that we were all being duped into buying these things, and they really didn't do much of anything in terms of filtering UV. So I decided not to believe anyone else but myself. I had to see the empirical evidence. I decided to wheel my astonishing ultraviolet lamp circa 1940s. Decided to wheel that out of my basement, set it up here with a piece of nice fluorescent bleached white paper and a couple of my filters, and see what happens. First, the question is, how do you know if it's really filtering ultraviolet light? Well, by law, glasses, the kind that you wear on your face to improve your vision, have to block ultraviolet light. Oh my goodness, look at that nice shadow we get. The ultraviolet light is blocked, but visible light is not. As we can see right through the lenses, but blocks ultraviolet. Even the cheap dollar store sunglasses that my daughter likes to wear because she's very fashionable, even they block ultraviolet light. Why? Well, because it's mandated by law. Now, apparently, there is no law that requires the manufacturer of ultraviolet filters to actually filter ultraviolet light. I have a Visico, V-I-S-I-C-O, MC UV filter. I guess that supposedly means multiple coatings, and ultraviolet, because those are the terms that I would understand that to mean. In fact, oh my god, let's see if does it actually filter ultraviolet light. Apparently it doesn't do much of anything. It's actually not blocking ultraviolet light at all. It almost looks like it's intensifying the ultraviolet light. Maybe we need to have NASA come in here and see if we can use this as some sort of alternate power source, the ultraviolet amplifying filter. So this is basically a piece of junk when it comes to filtering ultraviolet light. It doesn't do anything. And yet people are buying these things thinking that they do. And unfortunately, this is many of the brands, the cheaper ones that are out there. Now, to answer the question is whether you need a circular polarizer and an ultraviolet filter. Well, here I have a mini, M-I-N-I, circular polarizer. It's multi-coated. It's inexpensive. Oh, and my goodness, it actually blocks ultraviolet light, in addition to polarizing. So, nice thing about this filter is, no, with this particular filter, you do not need a separate ultraviolet filter, because you already have one. Actually, a much better one than the one that I actually bought. Which of these two is actually the ultraviolet filter? Well, it isn't the one that says UV on it. It's the circular polarizer. So, that's the story. Caveat emptor, or whatever. And I think I'm going to be returning this guy to sender.